Katie.
Hey, before we stumble over ourselves a little bit more and get into this video, we would like to thank Regions Bank for sponsoring this video. Y'all stay tuned, I'll tell you about that. But we are here to do a monthly comparison again. How long's it been? Like June, forever. July? I don't even know. And let me just tell you about myself. I get a little bit overwhelmed. I let myself get overwhelmed with the budget comparisons because when we started, I was just doing like this year to last year. And then when I started going back like 5 years, 4 years, it takes forever.
Yeah.
And I get
I don't know how you do
obsessive about like looking at too many different things and trying to like make it perfect, and I recalculate everything 10 times. Cullen was like, okay, let's just do one and just pick 3 categories, get it done, and don't stress over it.
Yeah.
So these numbers may not be 100% accurate. They're pretty close. So we are gonna compare this time all the way back to 2016, which is right before we moved into this house. If y'all have no idea what I'm talking about, first of all, we like to go back and take our monthly expenses from a completed month and compare what we spent in each category as we're paying off debt, trying to get on a better budget, to what we spent in those categories in previous years when our spending was out of control, when we had let the lifestyle creep up on us. And it's been very eye-opening and very helpful.
Yeah, I was about to say, basically, depending on how you look at it, you can say we're going back and looking at how dumb we were or how much smarter we've gotten.
There you go, there's a positive spin on it. I think looking back at it too, it's been helpful to set realistic future budget goals also, because we were a little bit too hard on ourselves with like completely cutting out everything after having these huge spending habits, and it's a lot harder to do that. So I think looking at it kind of gives us a balance of like, well, I mean, you can't go from spending like $700 a month on clothes to spending only like $2. Well, actually, you can.
We have.
But so 2016 is the year that we like established our business. We've been doing
2016 for YouTubers in general, I think was huge. I know
it was a big
everybody
year.
in our genre of videos
family
was
vlogs
booming. It was huge. And so we had brand deals after brand deals and checks after checks, snapping necks and cashing checks. We were just like
even
balling.
Like it was the beginning of the year when we like established our LLC. So for those of y'all who aren't familiar, I know a lot of people ask about the business background for YouTubers, social media people, but we have a business set up as an LLC.
Still is mind-blowing, and I still have to check myself to like have that real talk. Like, we're a small business. Like, we're essentially a small business. That's just because it was just fun. It was a hobby. I was like, I'm getting money for this? This is crazy. Okay, let's keep going.
We did it for 5 years before we even like were making enough money for it to be a real job. Come 2014, after Gaines was born, we were able to transition into you doing it full time, and then I was able to stay home. After that first year of doing it, you kind of have to reach a certain income level before it's worth setting up an LLC as a business. So we did that, and we had no clue what we were doing. But when we first set up our LLC, we went in to Regions Bank. As we mentioned, they are sponsoring this video, and we were so excited. I got an email that they were looking for influencers to represent a bank, a Southeastern bank. Then they said it was Regions, and we've been Regions Bank customers since we've been married, but I was since I set up my first checking account. It was only natural for us to like go in and talk to them and see what they could do for us for our business account. And it was the most seamless process. It was very overwhelming. I think we might have even waited like a month or so after we set up our business, because we were just having our money come into our personal account, and that was just getting really confusing. What's a business expense and what's a personal expense? We didn't know. We didn't know what we were doing.
We walked in, I feel like I knew the guy. I told him about our family, told him about our occupation. Again, that was kind of odd to explain that at that point in time.
Especially 2016, people are like, you knew what? I know in 2020 and since 2016, a lot of people have set up little small businesses, side hustles, whether it's a side hustle or a full-time, trying to figure out the balance between business and personal. If you're in the Southeast, we do highly recommend Regions Bank. I have never had a bad experience with them, customer service-wise. All of our banking, like I don't have any other experience than Regions Bank because I've never had a reason to leave. I don't know what it's like to bank with a larger bank where you can't just go in or call them and don't just feel like a transaction. It's almost like they were cheering us on to like get our business started, and this is so exciting for y'all. I'm so excited, and we'll do whatever we can to help you. And they have all kinds of business services. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but let's get into the comparison.
Can I just say I like their green suckers? when you do it out there, so do the kids.
There is a really cool tool on the Regions website that I have loved using for this. You can search your transactions based on what they were for. If it's like a grocery expense or I got a screenshot. I'll show y'all exactly kind of what it looks like. Whether it's a grocery expense or a personal expense or dining out, I can scroll down and pick September 2019 and search for any Amazon purchase. How much did I spend at Walmart in September 2019? As opposed to just scrolling
through your bank statement and just looking for Amazon. And
you're trying to look.
It just, sorts it for you. That's
well,
cool.
And I guess as a small business, a really cool part about like that type of function is being able to categorize things, because you know, if you're a small business, you kind of have to keep up with which expenses you spend in which areas. That is huge to not have to worry about that. It categorizes it all for you. You can get alerts, like a text message, if there's been a purchase or a transaction over a certain amount of money. We work with a lot of different companies, and so we have payments that we're expecting at different times. So if we get a text and we're like, oh yes, that came in, save me from having to check the bank. The categories we sorted it into this time, we're just going with our biggest ones because those are my favorite to look at. Groceries, eating out at restaurants, and then the major one for September is Gaines's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. In 2016, we spent $890 on groceries in a month. And I know some of y'all just fell out of your chairs.
That was just with us and the baby?
First of all, some of them were like 2016, I feel like we had lost our minds by then. Like Brooks was only like 4 months old or something. So we had a baby. We had 2 kids in diapers still. So it's possible that I was buying diapers at the store.
True.
I tried not to include like Target and stuff. So it's hard to tell. Like, and sometimes I put Walmart in with this, and I might have bought like clothes or something there too. I don't know. You'll just have to tell me what you think about this. Okay, so 2017, we spent $785 on groceries. 2018, we spent $684 on groceries. So we did better that month.
Good.
We were traveling. I think we did go out of town like twice in that month. 2019, which was last year, I thought we were not spending a lot of money on groceries, but it was $837.
Dang.
I don't know how we did that. And this year's groceries, after we've been on a budget, is actually the highest of the past 4 years. I don't know. I just really don't know. In September of this year, we had 15 showings in the month of September, which is basically like one every other day.
Yeah.
That would make you think we went out to eat, which we did go out to eat more than usual. I just don't even know. Like, I don't know why that would make us buy more groceries. I'm just looking for an excuse, honestly. $895. I'm like, what did we do? The next category is the eating out category. 2016 spending on eating out was $676. I don't know where all we went. I don't know what we did. Because 2017, the eating out spending was $876.
I could see that.
And I mean, literally, as I add those up, I look back and I'm like, how did that work out? Because it's just, you know, $20 here, $10 here, $30 here, maybe $50. There are some months where it's like we did a bunch of date nights.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of little expenses. Who freaking knows? 2018 was $836. 2019 is last year when we started trying to spend less and do a better job with all of that. We spent $417, which
that's good.
We cut it in half from where we previously were. This year, I was like worried because I was like, oh, we did bad. Like we had all those showings and we were going out to eat. We spent $158 on eating out.
Oh yes, there we go.
Which that sounds good, but compared to the previous few months where we spent like 20.
Yeah.
You know, like we went about $100 over what we were gonna spend. So eating out, we have definitely gotten better there. The birthday category is the big area. Y'all know if you've been around for a while that we love a good party, and we have thrown some really fun parties for our kids' birthdays. I don't regret that. One thing I do want to say for planning in the future is that I want to make sure we have planned and have the money to spend on being able to do
sinking funds,
fun stuff for our kids' birthdays. Yes. In 2016 is the year we actually didn't spend too much on our daughter's birthday because we had her party at one of those jumpy places, and we spent that year $664. That also includes that we took her to Disney on Ice, which was like $150.
Olaf icy cups, $25 each.
Next year was 2017. It was our first year in this house. It was the Ariel Mermaid party. We went all out.
Oh my gosh, red carpet. I remember that. Bubbles.
Oh my gosh. It was so fun. Maybe we should put a little footage as we're talking about it. We had Ariel actually come here. Did we have like a balloon guy that was maybe at Brooks's party? I don't even remember. Yeah. I don't even know what all we did. But
what did we spend?
This includes presents too. I don't even remember what she got, but it includes presents. $2,739.
Oh gosh.
I don't think Regions Bank could have helped us with us spending so much on that. However, had we been being diligent and keeping an eye on it with the spending alerts and all that stuff that we use now, we'd have been a lot more aware. I about fainted when I saw
crazy.
That. I was like, some people spend that on their wedding. Okay, the next year was pretty similar. We had a Belle party, and it was Belle and Cinderella, and it was a tea party. $2,577. Again, that does include presents. It does include all the food. It includes the fancy cake and paying the princesses to come. It was after that party that I was like, I don't like this. This isn't what I like. This isn't, like, it was fun. It was really fun, but I was like, I don't want to be this fancy.
Thankful for the memories and the occasion, but the buyer's remorse, you know that we knew that was a lot of money we just spent.
We had no clue it was that much.
But we didn't know how much.
No. Of course, she enjoyed it. She had a blast. It was great, but she also has a blast doing things that don't require spending. Like, it was just so much. There was like so many Hobby Lobby, Michael's. It was wonderful, and if you want to have parties like that, go for it. The next year was last year. We spent a total of $802. So this year, we haven't had the party yet. We found our ways to budget better. We spent $454. That includes a trip to Chattanooga, staying in a hotel, gas getting there, and even eating out that night.
With all that said, I bet Regions behind the scenes is like, what are these people doing? But that's not for us to worry about. They make it easy for us to just continue living our lives and having our parties and eating all our food and groceries.
Yes, and not spending quite so much. One of the things about doing the social media job that we do, from birthday parties or whatever, some of it is used for a video, making a video. It can be a business expense, or, you know, we're buying different things in different categories, and I'm like, is this a business expense? Is it not? I don't know. But Regions does take care of so many of the financial things so that you as a business owner can focus on the things that matter. We are not only loving creating content for our business and doing our business job, we are also like on this mission to pay off debt. They have amazing tools to help you set up your goals for paying off a credit card. So if you're a small business and you're looking for somebody to help you manage your business funds, Regions Bank is amazing for the small hometown feel of personal service. They have all the capabilities and services of a larger national bank, but you actually get one-on-one personal attention from their bankers. We've had nothing but good experiences.
Regions is here to help, and y'all can visit regions.com/small business to find out more or make an appointment. That does it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed those jaw-dropping comparisons. And we will catch you in the next video. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you at OTFS.